go after Anita.
I know. Yep. No, we got a professional speaker here. Professional speaker. That's
No.
like,
It's ridiculous.
I thought I was in like Hamilton.
Well, the good thing is we're going to make them laugh. Other than that, I don't think I need this. I'm just going to speak about my relationship with Eddie, and as people have said, there's sort of a circle of life. I don't know if that's really the thing, but there is fate and serendipity in a lot of things, and I agree we have a lot to do. One of my descendants, as you'll find out, was connected with the Caldwells many, many years back in the Nadir period, actually. And so, anyway, I'll just begin quickly about where I started out. I'm a Chapel Hill native. My mom graduated from the University of North Carolina in 1961. And I started out on Clark Court, and the locals around here may know where Clark Court is. It's on Church Street. There are small little huts right there on the side, and it's about a block or two away from the Caldwell and Smith plants right there. And my relationship with Eddie started through tennis. We're both tennis players, and we started playing tennis together. We were on the high school team at Chapel Hill High, and we were pretty good. Our high school team were the state champs in the high school, and Eddie and I were the first interracial state high school champions in 1979. And he was called Killer Caldwell, and I mean, wow. And we would go around, we were crazy, and many of you know Eddie, he's kind of nutty. We would walk around with our collars up, and he hit the ball so hard we called him Killer Caldwell. But as we were doing that and becoming friends, because we weren't really friends at that time, I mean, we were kind of becoming friends, but we both liked tennis, and we both, I don't know, we just decided one day, Mac McGinney had a pro shop, and he was going out of business. And Eddie and I decided, let's pool our money together, and let's go buy the tennis stuff from McGinney's pro shop. And so we did. We went down there, we bought 2 tennis stringers, we bought the string, all kinds of, a bunch of junk, basically. But we started a stringing business. And what we would do, we set up in his dad's apartment there, and we would go to tennis players and say, hey, we'll string your rackets, and we'll come pick them up, and we'll string them and bring them back. And so we did that for about a year and a half. And we hung out all the time. And we became really good friends. And you don't know it when you're a kid. I was a year older, and how strong that friendship could become, right? It's just, you're just going through the motions. I went to UNC, and my name's Alderman. And as some of you know, there's a dorm named Alderman. Now, people would ask me, are you connected with that? I said, no, I don't really think so. But in 1980, they had a university day, and classes were, cut out. So I was like, great, I'm going to go by the Y and get a honey bun and a Coke and see what's going on. And I walk into Memorial Hall, and there is a plaque with this guy named Edwin Anderson Alderman. It turns out this guy, he was the president in 1896. And so I thought, golly, people keep asking me. I wonder if there's some kind of connection. And so I called my dad, and he said, well, actually, yeah, there is a connection there. It goes way back. We're related to that guy. So I did a little research, and I found out that Edwin Anderson Alderman was a pretty progressive guy. He changed the old well to what it is now, and he got a lot of flack for that. He let women into the university in 1896, 97. And evidently, he also helped the African American community with starting schools. He helped start or gave them support, and that's something that was, very helpful. And I found out that that connection, and I went back and asked Eddie, and he said, he talked to his folks. They said, yeah, that squares with what we remember and our knowledge of that. And I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not sure if you're named or the naming is sort of like a sort of, if there was any kind of connection there, but we had a connection way back almost 120 years ago. And even today, Eddie has been a fast friend. He sends things to my children and to me almost on a daily basis. And it's super helpful. I'm telling you, it's been super helpful. So if any of my descendants were helpful to his descendants, he's been super helpful back. And sort of that, there is some hope that things will get better. I mean, Eddie and we're fast friends, and I think there is some hope there. I mean, it's taking way too long, no doubt about it. But there is some hope, and hopefully we can continue that kind of work. And I think there's been some things that happened recently that I'm all for, and I'm glad that they're gone. And I think it's I don't know if it's serendipity or fate, but it's been a wonderful ride to be a part of the Caldwell family, and it's too bad Eva's not here. Eva has often called me her blonde son because I was at that house at 712 Church Street. I know, it's white, right? But that's, I mean, I was there so much that I don't know, I was part of the family, I always have been. So thank you, I'm really proud and honored to be here, and I think it's a great